Hi everyone, it's Carol with Carol's Crazy Crochet and More. Well, I got them. Yeah, I did. I actually got them last week when they were on sale. No, the week before that. I've been sitting on them because I had oral surgery, blah, 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 blah. My face was all swollen. I couldn't make videos, so here I am today. And so this one is called Beeswax Frost. And I put some extra lighting in here so that you can see it a little bit better. And then this one is called, I need to give you the specs on them, even though I'm sure most of you already know what they are. This is Harbor Frost, and this is the greens. And for some reason, no, this one over here, which is a beautiful color, Rosemary Frost. And for some reason, I only got one of these. So I need to order some more because I really like this color. And I think what happened is that they only had one in the store because I did this online and then picked it up in the store, and I was able to get it on sale and then with an additional 25% off coupon for curbside. And so I was able to get these for $5.99. Yay me! Okay, and so this one is Lavender Frost. Isn't that beautiful? And so let's look at the transitions there. And show the transitions on the other one. Get this yarn band out of the way. And so I did up a couple of swatches. Sorry, my dog is barking. That's Timmy. You guys seen him in the pictures. He's a butthead, but he's a good dog. He keeps me company. And so you can see how beautiful those transitions are. And then this blue one is lovely as well. My son is coming out, so there's the door. I should have done this before. Sorry, guys. Maybe I'll edit this out. And then I got this pink one. Well, I got two different pink ones. This one is called Cranberry Frost, and it's the darker of the two. There's the transitioning there. And then I got this other pink one, which is Orchard Frost. And this is more of a magenta-y type color. Can you see that? The difference in the colors. This is more red in it, and this is more purple, you know, pink, kind of. And so I did a swatch, and everybody's been comparing them, or trying to compare them to the Latte Cakes because of the beautiful halo and how soft the yarn is. But I'm here to tell you, these babies ain't got nothing on a Latte Cake. If you've ever worked with a Latte Cake, you must agree with me. Surely you do. But I did a swatch up in the Latte Cake, and this is what it looks like. I went a little crazy with my Latte Cake. This is what I used. Look how beautiful that is. And this one is called, oh, I didn't give you the specs on the other one. It's just called Cream. There we go, Cream. And I should have done it in a different color. I have all the colors of these. I don't know why I chose white. It's beautiful. And so I went a little crazy working on this swatch last night because I love working with this yarn. And I did all these bobbles on the border. That's what my yarn is getting tangled on, is these bobbles. So this is the front of it. And I started off with single crochets, half double crochets, double crochets, bobbles, front post, back posts. And then I did a bit of a shell here on this side just to see what the shell was going to look like. And I'm going to bring you down on the table in a minute and show you up close what these look like. And so then there's the little bobble border I put on it, shaky, shaky. And I'm going to link the tutorial for the bobbles that I used on this. I found the best tutorial to do these little pom-poms. They're called pom-poms, not baubles. But you use the bobble stitch to make them. And it's just the best. I'll link it. Enough about that. And so here's the other one. And I was gonna make this the same size as the first one, but I wanted to see the color transition. And as I was working on it, I didn't notice the color transition until down here. But you can see how light it is up here and how it actually starts transitioning right here. See how light these bubbles are? And then these, I hope my lighting is okay. And this is where it starts getting into the darker pink, and then it goes into a really darker pink there. And I haven't even gotten into the darkest part of the pink. I've only gotten into this first section, so I haven't made it over here to the darkest section. And so working with this yarn was nice. It did come off fairly easy, really easy, until you got to this. Can you see this? Do you see that? There, you can see it. It's a piece of plastic that I guess is what's holding this together. I was afraid to pull it out, but I'm gonna have to cut it off, or at least cut the tip off, because when you're pulling your yarn out, it gets caught up on that tip. And then it's just like any other kind of yarn. So I wanted to point that out and show you what it's like to actually have this yarn on your hook, to see what it looks like in comparison to the Latte Cake. I did have a little bit of a problem with this having rough spots in it. I'll be crocheting along, and then all of a sudden the yarn gets rough. You know what I'm talking about, where sometimes you get, I don't know, where maybe the pigment is stronger in that area. I don't know. Talking over my head about yarn dyeing. But anyway, there were those rough spots, which is not going to deter from your project, but it's something to know. And then in addition to that, you've got this pulling part here. And there was a small knot, and it was a joining knot. So I just left it and worked through it because I'm going to frog this and use it in a real project later. And then on the inside of this label, I'll grab it and show it to you when I'm turn the camera around. Inside the label has some good information. It shows you how you're supposed to use it, open it. And then there's a thing you can scan for patterns, free patterns, or for this scarf maybe, I don't know. Okay, so what are the specs on this yarn? This yarn is 8 ounces, 227 grams, 481 yards, or 440 meters of a 71% acrylic, 18% nylon, and 11% polyester. Okay, so let's look at our latte cake. And I got these latte cakes on clearance last year. Last year, year before? Last year, must have been last year. And I got them for $3 a piece, and I loaded up. Let me tell you, I got a closet full of it. And so this is the color cream, and this also is a number 5 bulky, which it does not work out as a number 5 bulky. It doesn't look like a number 5 bulky. It doesn't crochet like a number 5 bulky. That's a 4, a thin 4, if you ask me. And then you've got the latte cake, which is a bulky 5 as well. And this to me is a 4, a little maybe a thin 5, but in comparison to this one, look at the two differences. You can see that that white one is a little bit thicker, but the white one, the latte cake, is categorized as a 5 because of the halo, and that's the only reason. Sorry guys, I'm sweating. I forgot to get my fan. And so this is a number 5 bulky, It's 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, 530 yards, or 485 meters. And this is just heaven. I just want to take a nap with it. And really, this does not compare to it. I mean, this is soft, it's nice, it's got a pretty halo. Not a lot of a halo once you get it worked up, but it is nice, and I will buy more. So yeah, let me turn the camera around, and let me know in the comments if you've worked with this yarn, what you think about it, if you worked with the Latte Cakes and how you feel about them, and leave me some comments, people. I'll see you in a minute. Well, you'll see my hands. Bye-bye. Okay, so we're back. Let's take another look at the swatch. So this is what I did, for the border. And I went ahead and left my tabletop dark because of the contrast with the colors. And so the border is where you can really start to see the the colors change. And when I put the border on it, I realized how early the colors actually did start changing. As I was crocheting with it, I didn't realize how gradually this was changing. I hope my light is okay. Let me see if I can do a little better there. Maybe that's too bright. So you can see where this is really light here, but then when you bring this piece up to it, you can see the difference in the colors already from just there to there. And so as it goes, I did single crochets, half double crochets, double crochets, bobbles with a half double crochet in between, and then a double crochet and front post, back post. And you can see this yarn has lovely stitch definition, but you know, it doesn't really have quite the halo that I thought it was. I mean, it does have a beautiful halo, very subtle, very pretty. And then just to eat yarn so that I could get to the color changes, I did some more bobbles and half double crochets, and then you can really see the color changing here. And then down here I did triples, and you can see the difference. Let me show you this. This and this. The difference in the colors. And this is only as far as I've gotten in this halo, this toilet seat of a hank of yarn. And the color is already quite noticeable. And then you can really tell the difference on the border. And so I'm gonna, and then I did some shells here, which I ended up squaring off so that I could do a row of double crochets all the way around it. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like to work with this yarn. I'm working on the back side of my piece right now. And I'm just doing a double crochet border. I hope I'm staying in camera, guys. I'm trying to. Hopefully I don't have to remake this video. Okay, so it crochets up beautifully. It slides off my hook. Really nice. Compared to that Noro yarn I was using the other day, this is beautiful. And so it is really nice. I did have a little bit of trouble with it splitting, but not a lot. I'm using a 6 millimeter high hook, and I use the same millimeter hook for both pieces. And I do want to say that this yarn is quite a bit more stretchy than the Latte Cakes. That's another difference that I've seen with, or that I noticed with it. The Latte piece it does have some stretch and some give, but it's not really as stretchy as this one. Okay, have y'all seen enough of me crocheting with this yarn? And then I'm just going to frog this out and reuse this yarn. And it does frog very well. It frogs beautifully. So there's not a problem with that. I'm not even going to put a stitch marker in. But this thing, can you see it now? Can you see it? Look at that. It catches on your yarn. When you've got it on your table, it's not doing it now, of course, because this video is like my husband. When I show it messing up, it never messes up for him. But it did do it, and it is a problem that I would have. If they sold this in cakes, I would be all over this like white on rice. I love it. I love the color changes. This is the label, and I brought the other piece out. This is the other piece that shows you how how to open it up. I didn't even have to use scissors. It just tore right open. And then it just shows you how you can use it from either side. And I chose to start it on the lighter side. And then here is the latte. And let me get it up here. I started off with the half double crochets, single crochets, half double crochets, double crochets, and then the bobbles, and then front post, back post. And you can see the stitch definition in this yarn with these front post, back posts, and the bobbles, of course. And even your double crochets and your singles, you can see that stitch definition. And then, of course, these little bobbles. And you can see that halo. Look at that beautiful halo. Can you see that? That's what a latte cake is famous for. And it is just as soft as butter. This yarn is soft, but I would not say it's any softer than any other box brand acrylic. I mean, I would say it's a little softer, but I don't know. I just don't think it's worth the full price. If you can't get it on sale, don't get it. That's my advice. But you see how stretchy this is. And then, oops, I almost dropped my hook. And then the latte cake is still stretchy, but you can see here where it's, and then of course the bobbles and the front posts are gonna stretch more because that's just their nature. But even the scallops came out really pretty. And just to be fair, I am gonna crochet a little bit with the latte cake. Okay guys, so I'm back, and I had to remake this part of the video because I was off of the camera screen. But I wanted to show y'all what it's like to work with this yarn. It's really great. It slides off my hook wonderfully. I did have a little bit of problems with it splitting, but not bad. It split a little bit more than the Caron oGO, but not much more. And I wouldn't worry too much about the splitting, but this yarn, you know, the other yarn worked up, the oGO, Colorama, worked up really nice. It was like butter on my hook. It was really smooth. Well, that being like butter, this is like melted butter on your hook. Just so nice. And you would think that it would be kind of hard to see your stitches, and it is kind of hard to see your stitches, but you just kind of have to know where to put your hook and feel for your stitches. But it does work up really nice, and I love the feel and the outcome of the final project. And so I just wanted to show you what it looks like on the hook and what it's like to work with. And I really like it. I know this video was supposed to be primarily about the oGO Coloramas, but I just have to tell you how much I love the latte cakes. If you can get the latte cakes somewhere, I would make the investment for yourself to make something beautiful just for you. Sorry guys, I'm not used to crocheting on camera. This kind of got me a little messed up. Oops, where's my stitch? And there it is. You see, you just kind of have to look for your stitch, feel around for it, and you can do it. I mean, this is a great yarn to work with, and you can see how different it is from the oGO. And the halo is just, nothing compares to this halo on these latte cakes. Okay, so I've run out of yarn that I pulled out, so that's what I'm going to do. So here it is. It's my little swatch. I just took some yarn from the other one and started a new swatch. So this is it. This is the halo, or this is the latte cake swatch, just so you could see it on the hook. And there we go. Thanks a lot, everybody. You thought you had gotten rid of me, didn't you? Well, I forgot one of the most important parts of this video. I'm having a secret giveaway. That's right. I am going to be giving away 3 of these Caron oGOs. 3. So that's a pretty good amount of yardage to make something with. And you're going to get to choose the color. I will draw a winner in 10 days. Don't tell anybody. People have to come watch the video. This is just for my special subscribers that do come and watch all my videos to the end and stick with me. And so this is for you. 3 oGOs. Leave a comment. Use the word lucky. Have a wonderful day, everybody.